Look at this. Ooh. Ooh. Are we getting this in production? Are we okay? Okay. I don't want to screw this up. This is the first time I've read USA Today in about 15 years. Mostly it's a left-wing comic book, as you well know. But here we are. So Simon & Schuster purchased a full page. And I wanted to bring this to your attention because most of you don't look at USA Today. But I want to thank them very, very much. They did this a couple of weeks ago. And I'm here to announce to you exclusively that it's now official, according to BookScan, that American Marxism has sold over 1.2 million copies on all platforms, almost 1 million hardback copies. It is the #1 adult book, fiction, nonfiction, in 2021, period. I want to thank all the National Book Award associations. They keep throwing these awards at me, Mr. Producer. Not one. I want to thank C-SPAN. No, we didn't go on C-SPAN. I want to thank Twitter and Facebook for their free publicity. No, we didn't use Twitter and Facebook. I want to thank Meet the Depressed, Deface the Nation, and George Stephanopoulos is weak this week. No, wasn't invited on any of those shows. It's very confounding. And yet Chris Christie, the Cape May orca, or as some people now call him, the sperm whale, he was all over the place, and he sold 2,300 copies. Mark, you're bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm factual. Where else have you heard this? Even among friends, have you heard that this is the biggest book of the year? No. Foes, I don't expect them to. It's also the #1 book sold on Amazon for the entire year. Now, who did we defeat? This is important. Hillary Clinton and her phony book with her co-author. Barack Milhouse Benito Obama and his phony book with his co-author. In terms of sales for the entire year, we left Bob Woodward in the dust and his buddy Robert Costa. There wasn't a single book, not one, that even came close to this book. Now, that's not due to me. That's due to you. That's due to you. And other than my radio show, other than Levin TV and support from Blaze and some other online sites and a number of shows on Fox, but not all, mind you. Not all. The only news show I did on Fox was Bret Baier. The other news shows I never did appear on, not all the opinion shows. The show I appeared on the most was my buddy Sean Hannity, his primetime show, but that's the only primetime show, I think, right, Mr. Producer? I think. But there were other wonderful people who had us on the program, and I want to thank them very, very much, because we don't need a lot of help. You and I, we have a bond. We have a special relationship. I don't have ghostwriters write my book or co-authors in tiny little font at the bottom. Mark Levin with Ernie Grabatsky. No, you know these books come from the heart. They come from my mind, that I work very, very hard on them, and I write them for you. And this was a very, very unique book and still is, American Marxism. So I hope you'll take this opportunity. Christmas is literally, what is it? It's like 9 days away. 8 or 9 days away, depending on when you're watching this. I hope you'll grab your copies, give them out as Christmas gifts. If you haven't gotten one yet, I hope you will. It's the perfect stocking stuffer, or liberal stuffer for that matter. But you get my point. Now at Amazon, those of you who listen to me on radio, most of you, I am proud to say that they are subsidizing your purchases. It's 50% off. The book retails for $28 and they're selling it for $14. I say take maximum advantage of it. If Bezos wants to do that, that's perfectly fine by me. So I would jump in, I would take advantage of the discount. It is a huge discount right at Christmas time. It's like perfect for a book they don't even want you to read. And I want to thank you. We have, under the radar, built a movement, a parents' movement, a taxpayer movement, but it's different than the Tea Party movement. There's some similarities and overlaps. I was involved in that movement too. And it's this. We're not focused on one issue. The economy or finances, that's be important enough, obviously. This is now a cultural battle across all areas, whether it's our schools, higher education, whether it's our economic system, whether it's the environment, whether it's race and all the rest of it. This is a full-scale culture war now. where the American Marxists are trying to drag us into their world. And once we're dragged into that world, it's very hard to get out of it.
Want to see more? Sign up for Levin TV.